Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a part 2 of some tips and tricks to share with all my subscribers. So this morning we did come across a teaser from the Welcome to Bloxburg page about the Christmas, and there is going to be the update is going to be coming pretty soon. My speculation is on the 8th of December, if not on the 7th. Usually they do update on Thursdays. So whenever it comes to this new update, I do recommend, if you are going to stock up on like all the decorations, all that good stuff, do it in a separate plot that is not your own. Because remember, whenever you do spend a lot on decorations, it is going to increase your plot's worth. So it's going to make everything very expensive, and then it's going to make everything very crowded because you're having like 20 or 30 of like the same thing. So do it in a separate plot that is not your own personal plot. Alrighty, so let's get into today's video. Let me play some music. Alrighty, so let's get to today's video. So some other tips and tricks that I do want to share with y'all is that whenever you do, whenever you're in a situation where you never like want to work, or you just feel like you're not spending enough money on your home day to day, I do recommend making some trees and some gardens throughout your home. So whenever you do have like a lot of different like trees, like you have your apple, your pear, your pumpkin tree, your watermelon, your strawberry, blueberry, all that good stuff, it does regenerate over time whenever you plant them. So as you can see, I am accumulating money while not going to work. So just being at my home, cooking, watching TV, let's say you're role playing with friends and all that good stuff, you're still accumulating money as the game does go on throughout the day. So usually my bills are about $1,600, give or take, and all these plants on the left and right side, as well as that back door over there, I have 3 separate gardens, so I usually make about 4K. So I am in a situation where I am making more than I am spending, so that leads me to not go to work, if that makes sense, because I'm already making so much money. So yeah, like I am making a lot more money. And something else I wanted to show you guys was my mini garden. So with this garden, I do have mostly every plant that can fit in these. As in real life, I do love plants, so this is something I am very fond of. Let me show you the other side. So yeah, so like making gardens and using all this stuff right here does accumulate money through over time. And that is something that I do very much recommend to a lot of people. And not to mention, if you don't use it for money, you know, we did get that update where our money did go back up to original. You know, you can redeem this stuff. You know, you can collect the apples, the pears, the oranges, the strawberries, the watermelons. You can get those back and put them in your inventory and make those jars. So let me show you what I mean. So let's go over here. There we go. I just stored a watermelon. And then as well as for the pineapple, I stored that one as well. But there are some items where I'm not able to harvest. Alrighty, so for the next thing that I am going to show you guys what to do. So if we ever come across a situation whenever we're trying to rebuild a home, we do see those structural beams. I'm going to show you guys how to make those really quickly. So we go to structural. Let's do the big one. Let's do the 190. Is this one big enough? No, let's do the big one. These are the beams I was telling you about. And then if you have the transform tool over here, we can adjust that. So our dining room is going to be right here. Let me try to get this perfect. You know, dining table right here. We're going to have our beams on top, kind of giving it a more realistic look. And then if we do make a dining room, let's make sure we add a lot of windows because the natural light will do everything good. So that's how you do it. And the natural wood color that it already comes with is already good enough. And let me show you some of the decorations I did on my 3 windows in my dining room. So I added a small window. This is the window, what it's called. It's called a square window. I did add some structural beams on the side, inside of them. I did a cross shape. And then you have your wooden blinds on here so you can close the window once it approaches nighttime. And then right under it, I did make a little cube. I adjusted its side so I can have like a little shelf on the window, since that's what there is in the real life version. And I put like some pumpkins. I got a white one, I got a blue one, I got an orange one. And this is what it looks like with the blinds down. So just give you that privacy. As well as adding some plants, a little bench so people can sit and you can put like your shoes and whatnot. And then I do have my tree as we are approaching December season. I did get rid of all that grass because it's Christmas time. It's not fall or whatever you might say. So I did add snow. So if you are wondering what kind of color this snow is, where am I at? It is the institutional white one, the one right here in the corner. And the material is going to be snow. So yeah, everyone, so with your home, let's add some snow, let's add some Christmas decor. These are all the Christmas trees that came out in the previous years. And then of course I have my little light boxes, the ones that I did show you that were in the back where my basketball court was. So we have this beautiful gold linen color. We have a sand blue color. So these 2 colors best represent winter time. I'm not going to use the Christmas colors, as you know, the red, green, and blue. I'm not fond of those colors, really. These colors are surrounded throughout my whole home, so over here. So yeah, and another tip and tricks that I want to share with you is that if you have any items that cost $Bloxburg, let me give you an example. Like any of these cars on the bottom, any of the jacuzzis, the ice cream maker, all that good stuff, it does make your bills a lot higher. So let's say that your bills are about $1,600 and you get rid of like the bike, you get rid of the playground. Remember, these don't cost money. And if you get rid of those 2 items, you're probably going to save about $150, $250 in your bills per month. Not per month, per day, give or take. So yeah, that is also something that I have noticed. So if I do buy a car that's, let's go over here. If I do buy a car that is cash, let's say I buy a car that's 160 and I want to do that same technique like I did show you, I'm not going to give back that 160. I'm going to get half of that value. So I do not recommend using those items. I know you might have a lot of money to buy cars, but I do recommend getting any of these. And remember, you do get 40 Bloxburgs if you are a premium member and you do play every week. So you get 40 per week. And then let me show you my other room. Oh, and I do recommend using the slanted roofs. So you can get this. And also use the pillars to support the beams. Or the roof, I should say. And as for my study room, I did use these chairs right here, the curved Ottoman. Lots of seats for a lot of my friends whenever we play, so this is a very good idea. I do have my sofa with the pillows. I got my lockers in case I want to store some stuff in there, and these lockers do open. I do have my treasure chest wardrobe. So if I want to become a kid, I want to become an adult, a teen, I am able to change my character in that room. And then let's look right over here. See, we have our outlet. Perfect height. And then my windows, we have my 4 square windows. I did not like having them like this. So I was like, let's just merge them all together to create one singular window that provides a lot of lighting, a lot of really good view. So as we do approach winter, one of my biggest rules is try to stock up first on items they are able to get really quickly. So if we ever have like that Christmas stand that's above the mountain that serves like the hot chocolates, the gingerbread lattes, all that good stuff, try to accumulate those as quickly as possible and store them in your fridge. Because I realized that the ones that do take the longest to make are the ones that you have to make on the stove, in the grill, on the counters. Those take quite a bit of time to make as compared to just going to a stand and buying 25 of the same items. And I know a lot of people like to roleplay with others, but we have to be very careful on those permissions that we do give those people. So whenever you're role-playing with people, make sure that they do have guest, but not roommate. Because once you give them roommate, they're able to go into your fridge, go to your stored content, and steal things from you that you may have had years ago. So do keep that in mind. I did have a situation once where I was playing with a bunch of people that I had just met, and I gave everybody a roommate, and I was upstairs, I was doing something, and I was like, where is everyone? And they weren't responding to my messages. And then I went to my fridge, and I saw that they were taking a lot of my Valentine stuff. So yeah, do not do that. I do not recommend giving people that kind of privilege unless it's like your sibling that you trust or your best friend that you've known in real life for years. So yeah, do keep that in mind. And what's also really cool is that if you do save up a lot of limited edition foods during the Christmas season, you are able to resell it if you want for thousands and thousands of dollars, because there are a lot of people in the game who tend to collect foods. So once they know that you have a certain food that they want, they are willing to pay top dollar for those food, especially if it's like limited, like years and years ago. And if you are a YouTuber like me, try to do a lot of YouTube shorts. So like making all the new foods, what are the new foods? What's new in the downtown area? looking at the decorations, looking at the icing rink, there's so much content that you're able to produce during that time. And not to mention, whenever you do the, what is it called? The elf hunt this year, every time you find the new elf, every single day, you are able to make that into a YouTube short. And you get a lot of views from that because everyone wants to know where the elf is. A lot of people don't have social media. A lot of people don't have TikTok, Instagram. So they might be like, where is it at? And they look it up and they can't find it. But if your YouTube short does provide some insight on where it's at, they will greatly appreciate it. So yeah. So if I was you right now, I would make a Google document writing down all your video ideas, what's new in the update, all the new foods, the new decorations, what are some secrets, what's the icing rink, touring the icing rink, dancing. There's a lot of YouTube content to be made when these updates to come out, especially if you are the first one. So it's going to be a very exciting update, something that I'm very fond of. When I did the Halloween update that did come out, I bought everything so quickly. And then I know there was that ticket system, but a lot of those ticket systems were giving out stuff that was already in the previous update. So I didn't really need it, but there were some items in there that I didn't have. So me being able to play the game a lot longer, to get tickets and go around the map, I did enjoy that. And another tip that I want to give out is that whenever you're playing Bloxburg and the Christmas update does come out and you get those festive railings that you're able to put on your stairs, do not delete the stairs or do not delete the railings because they do not go into your inventory item. They just disappear. So let me show you exactly what I am talking about. So I think it was last year after Christmas, I had made a mistake where I was redoing my stairs and I had deleted the festive railing and I wasn't able to get that part back. Okay, so look, we have our festive railing right here. It's a Christmas item, so I'm supposed to get it back, correct? So let's look. I do not get the money. I get the money back, but I don't get that item back. So if I go to a Christmas theme item, like these over here, look. Add it to inventory. Add it to inventory. I do not get those stairs back. I know there are some restrictions on what you can and can't get back. So do keep that in mind. So like if you're going to that plot over there, right? You make the other plot for all your decorations and you come to the, I think it's the fences. Where is that? Where's it at? Like this. And you start like, making a whole bunch of railings because you think like, oh, I'm going to save them. You're not going to be able to save them. Remember, it doesn't go back to your inventory. You're just going to get the money back. So do not do that. Quick tip. If you're going to make a home with a certain type of stair, fully decorate that stair with those festive railings because you're not going to be able to get rid of it because that is something that is beyond our control. So make the stairs you want, put the festive railings, and not hide it in your plot if you don't think you want it or don't. And yeah, so this is kind of a lot of the stuff. So everyone that is brand new to Bloxburg this year, because we did go free, these are a lot of the stuff that you will be seeing. So we got the snowman, we got the miniature items. We are going to get some new ones, which is going to be the ice cream shop and the Bloxburg original home that is free. We got some shovels, we got some gingerbread homes. This was the first item that I had made when I had first joined Bloxburg years ago. Gingerbread home, we got the deers, we got the presents, we got the bows, we got the lights, we got the train, the beautiful train. Yes, It's giving me Polar Express vibes. Very good movie. So look, I'm gonna turn it on right now. So let's say, as you know, whenever you build trees, what goes on top of the train? It's going to be a tree. So let me give you guys some design tips. Oh, that one's way too big. Hold on. Let's go right here. So now we have the tree with the train. These are very cute idea, very cute idea. And as you know, whenever you put into the corner of your home, you don't want it to be directly on the ground. So that's when you do have the option of making a carpet. What's a good one? Alrighty, let me see if it lets me do it. Hold on. I don't want to give out the wrong information. I'm not a YouTuber who is like that. Okay, so let's go back. There we go. Oh, oops, it's not in the center. That's weird, you can't even see the track. But anyways, this looks very, very beautiful. It looks like it's just going by itself. There's no tracks. Very nice, very nice. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little sick. Alrighty, so besides that, I do recommend buying every single thing that is brand new. There are situations whenever you feel like, oh, well, I might not need it. I don't need it. But trust me, you're gonna need it, especially if you have a future build that does require something like that. Especially these items. This one's called an ice-covered edge. I didn't buy too much of this, but this one does add a great winter design. I think I'll put this on the second floor. Yeah, look, that looks very nice. Maybe add some lights too. Yeah, so the possibilities are very endless. What else is there? So I already told you guys about the beams, about building real life homes, because it's much easier to build a real life home than it is to build something that you made out of thin air. I told you guys about making the custom windows, adding those little beams to put decorations. There is another thing that I did come across. Oops, I am messing up. I'm so sorry. So let's get a mini window. Where is it at? It's a decoration. I know it's is it a wall decor? I think it's this one. So this one is called the ornate billing cornice. I don't know if I even said that right, but this is also a good idea to put next to your windows on the inside, because you are able to add some decorations right here. You know, something next to the window, add some like pumpkins, add some like little mini trees. A lot of the mini items you can put right there, especially if you're on for the outside too. So whenever you're inside and you have something on the outside, you can put like some plants. So like this, for example, let's grab a plant. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Alrighty, y'all. I think that was pretty much it. That sums it up. So, yeah, a lot of the things that I did talk about, I hope that they're very useful for you and they help you in many ways. And I do suggest, work really hard right now as the winter update is in a few weeks. Save up money, stock all your food. Don't give nobody roommate positions because they will steal your food. Trust me. I know you might seem nice and friendly, but trust me, people are going to be really quickly, especially if they're role playing with a bunch of people and they're distracted. So yeah, keep your guard up and make your Bloxburg home your home. This is your forever home. So design it the way you want.